Good morning, YouTube. It's Mark Sebastian, founder of Option Pit. I'm in the car, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera. I'm going to be looking at the road and keeping my eyes on things. I'm not on a highway or anything. I'm on Cicero Avenue, heading south back to Riverside where I live. I gotta hop on the train then to go downtown. Um, but today I want to talk about questions we already know the answers to. And that's one of the things that I think is really unique about the market. The market kind of reminds me of like myself or somebody that really wants to hear their own voice. Um, have you ever known somebody or been somebody that raises their hand to ask a question they already know the answer to, just to hear the sound of their own voice? That sounds for I can tell you that's 80% of kids age 7 to 11. And why do they do that? Why do we ask questions that we already know the answer to? The answer to that is we want to be reassured. We want to be told that we're right. We want to be told that we know best. And so what we've really seen this week with the Federal Reserve is the market asking a question that I already knew the answer to. We already knew that the Fed was going to raise lower rates a quarter. We already knew that they were probably going to slow down their timeline of lowering rates ahead. Keep hey, we're ready to lower rates. Yet, we asked that question and waited for Chairman Powell to answer it because, we asked that question and waited for the answer because we needed to be reassured. And lo and behold, what do we have? We have a market where we've now rallied because we got the answer we already knew was the answer. So what does that mean for us? Well, you can see markets are up, vol is down, and vol's going to stay down for the next week until earnings season starts because we don't have questions to ask that we already know the answer to, and certainly questions we don't know the answer to. And I think that is why you're seeing kind of volatility kind of collapse out of the overall marketplace is we have no more kind of questions that we need to ask. And that's something to think about in trading as a whole is what are the questions being asked? Are we asking questions that just need to be reassured, or are we asking questions where we need an answer? Most of the time, the questions are, when was the last time that we had a question that we weren't sure the answer about? It's been a while, right? So that's what I think it really can spill into your trading is what are the questions being asked? So if we're asking a question that we already know the answer to, that is when I think there's a real opportunity to take advantage of VIX. Leading into yesterday's price action, or really the day before, I set up a pretty decent short vol position because we already knew the answer, right? We just needed the answer we already knew to be answered officially, and that is what we saw. So that's kind of how I think the theme was for the week is what's the answer. And now that we have that, like I said, I think vol's going to come off. We've now kissed 3,000 a couple of times. We may kiss here a little more. I don't know how much more we're going to rally beyond that. I think we're going to see earnings season. I'm going to be really paying attention to the outlook out of the tech names, notably chips. Chips kind of get into everything over time. They tend to kind of spill into our entire market, and so if the chip numbers are nice, I think you're going to see all of tech nice, and that's going to continue this kind of low vol. But I feel like we're entering a new vol regime where we could see 16 being high instead of kind of normal. And I'm looking for the back half of 2019 to have an average VIX sub 13. All right, everybody. Again, if you are interested in our products or you want to learn about VIX or volatility or kind of what we do at Option Pit, come check out our blog. Come check out our site, optionpit.com. Have a great morning and enjoy your trading.